Hey y'all, it's Alicia and welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. It's still Tuesday. I'm in another outfit because guess what, folks? Guess what? Okay, so my carrier came back and was none too pleased with me today because not only did she have to take like more than 13 packages, they were small. Like no, I don't have one handy here to show you because I was just packaging up something. But they're not large envelopes, but she had to take 13 of them. And I told you they walk through Brooklyn like, with these wheelbarrows and they're full of mail. So she was really doing me a huge favor. Anyway, she came back. Why? She had over 20 things to deliver. 20. And she had already delivered my mail for the day. So she said that she got a call that there was like all this mail for me at the station. So folks, that those missing entries clearly y'all were right because I got over 20 extra pieces of mail today. Now, because it's a teaching day, I didn't have time to go and see who they're all from, but it's a huge, like the whole box now is like brimming. My disinfecting box is like overflowing. And my neighbors were laughing. They were like, what's with all the mail? And I'm like, I don't know. I told them, I guess stuff has been missing and you guys have been saying that, but wow. Okay, so that was my one piece of news. And forgive me if I'm talking quickly, but my next class starts very shortly. So I wanted to do this video quickly. Thank you all for checking in on my back. I really appreciate it. I'm almost 50. And I told y'all, I've been doing this like radical reorg, clean, purge, reorganize of my craft stuff. And I had it almost under control. And then I packaged up like 25 envelopes. Folks, I'm nuts about packaging, and because of the envelopes, sometimes I can't even wrap stuff because if I put wrapping on it, then there isn't enough room to fit it in the envelopes. So sometimes I wrap and then I have to unwrap it. So it's really frustrating. You guys know I love packaging, and these envelopes are putting a serious constraint on my love of packaging because half the time I just have to forego it. Like the stuff I just sent to Jelly Bean, most of the stuff had no wrapping on it or packaging. Same thing with Carmen. Because I was trying to get as much as I could in the package, and that just meant forfeiting anything nice. And I don't like that. So anyway, all this cleaning and reorganizing, first of all, it's all the daily scrubbing. This girl, because of my immune condition, I'm going to tell y'all, I've been like washing my bathroom floor on my hands and knees. No wonder I hurt my back. I've been reaching and reaching and reaching for my craft stuff. Of course I hurt my shoulder and my back. I'm not young anymore. What am I doing? And I'm also not on my immunosuppressants. And I also know that several of you have noticed that I've lost quite a bit of weight. Here's the thing. Those immunosuppressants keep my disease in check, right? Every day that I'm not on them is a day that's tougher. And I have been off of them now for more than 30 days, and it's starting to show. It's really starting to show. It's not just in the circles in my face. I'll show you something. Can you see that? That is a new red dot. That's not like a freckle. That's not from my glasses. That's something called, I can never pronounce it right. The medical term for it's called telangiectasia, something like that. Those of you who are nurses and caregivers will know that word. But basically, it's a scleroderma mark on your face. You can get them all over your body. But that means my disease is very active. That is now permanent. That will not go away. And I've only gotten a few of those on my face in my entire 10 plus years of having this illness. But being off these drugs is just brutal. It's just brutal on my system. I may not like these drugs. They're chemo-like based, so were very hard to adjust to, but they keep me healthy. So being off of them for more than a month, oh my goodness, if I ever doubted if they worked, I tell you, I'll never question it again. Because every day that I'm off of it, you're seeing the effects of it. Whether it's that I'm extra tired, whether I get a red dot on my face, or the weight loss, which you just can't hide from any of you. It's just the way it is, y'all. It's just the way it is. It's certainly not because Lanny didn't drop off so much food. I was just saying to Miss Pat how grateful I am. Because really, I couldn't get so many of those things around here. And thanks to Lanny, I had cake today because of Lanny. So a big thanks to her again. But I'm on here because I want to share two things with you. The first is this. How many of you know about this book called For the Love of Paper? This book, if you're European, anywhere in Europe, you'll know about something similar to this. It's not called For the Love of Paper, but you all have something called Flow magazine there. So to my North American folks, Flow is this like really beautiful magazine. And it's not really for paper crafters, but it's for paper designers, really. Well, this is the American version called For the Love of Paper. And it's 320 tear-off pages for creating, crafting, and sharing. And they're all designed by these amazing designers. And the paper is just spectacular. And it's all different things. Like these circles are stickers that can be used for rosette centers or embellishments. And there's every different page has different ones. So they do those. And then there's these amazing cut aparts. Look at the llama. You won't find this anywhere else, folks. This is a special edition. And then the paper quality on some of the pages are super thick and gorgeous. And on others it's thinner because it's for a different kind of crafting. Oh, if I was better at flipping through, you'd really be able to get a sense of how beautiful this book is. But on top of having on top of having stickers, on top of having uniquely designed paper, on top of having cut aparts and cardstock, there's also, like, here's a stand-up cut apart that says, be true to who you are, for you to alter. Then there's a journal inside this one. See, my book journal. And it's actually like a notebook that lifts out of the book. Then these are like large stickers for crafting and making postal art. Then this is For the Love of Wrapping Paper. This is hedgehog wrapping paper. And then see this gorgeous mermaid that says Free to Be Me? Okay, so the next sections are all like envelopes and tags. There are, I don't know if you can see it on my camera, more wrapping paper with whales. These are cut aparts for address labels. There's tickets. Okay, so let me show you these. These are the thank you cut aparts for card making. These are the envelope cut up. Can you see that on my camera? Can you see the envelope? There's like prototypes for envelopes, for journal covers. So it's 320 tearaway pages. It's the most spectacular thing. It's normally about $30, but I got it for about $21. I actually didn't order it for myself. This was actually part of Alice's birthday gift, but now I can't send it to her because it's too heavy. I was originally going to send it by ship because it's that heavy. It really is 320 pages of the most amazing. She loves Flow. If you love like real postal art and interesting craft paper, and you're from either Europe or Australia, then you know Flow. See, this is for a large envelope. It's like all different prototypes in here for you to use for crafting. See, there's another one for a large envelope to cut it out. It's incredible. It's like really one of the best produced ever books. Now, I got it on sale at Amazon again for like $21.95. Barnes & Noble sells it for $30. It's spectacular. Unfortunately, now I'm going to have to order it for Alice through a different means because I can't send it in an envelope, and my carrier says it's too heavy. She can't take it. So I guess I'm keeping this one and crafting with it. Not like that's a hardship. It's a special treat. So this is certainly a special treat because I've actually always admired it and never owned it. It really is phenomenal. So it's called For the Love of Paper. You may want to check that out online. I thought I would share that with you, especially for those of you that like interesting projects that are like really unique, beautifully designed paper. They always feature like 8 or 10 new designers in every edition of this. And this one has 9 designers for this one who designed. So you'll never see this paper again. It's a one-off, which makes it really cool. All right. Then I thought I would share with you, Carmen sent me just a little treat, which is so nice of her because, you know, she's been waiting for her swab since this whole thing happened. First, it was a delay because I was doing all the mailing for We Wishes, and then the virus hit. So I'm eking out her swab to her in envelopes. And she sent me, and I wanted to hug her because I just ran out of my boxes for making because I've been making like all these different prototypes of that flat mail. And Carmen sent it to me in a cereal box. So I now have more, and she knew that. She knew I was going to want this. And it was such a clever way to ship, Carmen. Now you gave me an idea for something. But it's such a great idea, and I get to use this for my projects. But what did I just do with the amazing things you sent me? Oh, here they are. Sorry, I'm on a break, so I'm speaking quickly. All right, so she picked up Flourish for me at Tuesday morning. And she picked up the gold foil version and the non-gold foil version. So I'm so grateful, Carmen. Like, honestly, because you know I can't get it, folks. I couldn't believe you got me both. And you know what I love, guys, is that they have different paper. These two editions of Flourish are really different. Take a look. See? Yeah, it's different paper. So it's amazing to have both of these. Thank you so much for getting this for me. And then she sent in a bunch of stickers for Miss Stationery and stuff for We Wishes. And the thing is, I just sent off that package. But I did hold, because we got in so many, I did hold some back to send to G in Singapore. And to also send to a couple of other people who I know can't get them so easily, like Heavenly Imaginings, Susan Allhouse. I have a list. So thanks to you, Carmen. I'll show y'all. She sent in a whole big stack of them. So thank you, because this is going to go into those piles, and I will get those out. Maybe I can get G's out next week and Susan Allhouse is out next week. Thank you so much for contributing this. She also sent in an ATC, but that I'm going to share with you in my next round of ATC shares tomorrow. And that, folks, is, I just want to share a little smile mail from Carmen and For the Love of Paper, because maybe y'all don't know about this. I mean, actually $21 for this much paper is, especially for specially designed paper that you'll never get again, is a pretty good deal. Super pretty too, let me tell you. I have some faves. I definitely love the hedgehog wrapping paper. I love the sort of quirky mermaid. I also really like I could see using a lot of these in my mixed media projects. But there's like beautiful paper too. Like the ombre pages are beautiful. And I love that the paper comes in everything from cardstock to thinner paper for floral making. And then look at these ones, guys. Like, oops. Look at this. And I love that it comes with also like a notebook, because I'm a writer, so how could I not like this? And it's like my favorite book lists, and it's like the title of the book, the date I started, the publisher, the genre, and what I thought of the book. How great is that as a bonus? So I'll have to send Alice hers through Amazon. Oh, and I wanted to show you, in this middle section, it's got a section called For the Love of Postcards, and it's a whole set of postcards that come inside. Yeah, this is a pretty sweet book, y'all. Pretty sweet book for crafting. It's definitely a luxury, and I'm going to treasure it and use it wisely. But it gives me all sorts of ideas. Thanks, too, for all of your support of my recent project shares. You all know that clean crafting is not really my game. So I appreciate all the love you shared for both the Rosie's projects and for the Alice and Alicia projects. Thank you so much. Your support means a lot to me, y'all. Really does. And when I'm doing clean crafting as opposed to hop-lopping it, like at least Alice's flat mail was a hop-lop, right? But those embellishments were really hard for me to make for Tennille, Alicia, and Alice, because it's very clean crafting. And that's just not what I'm naturally inclined to do. And even when I was doing the Rosie's rosettes, I had to hold back a little, because I really love those little mermaid dimensional stickers. I wasn't kidding. They make fantastic rosettes. So the first couple I made were really hop-lop. But then I was like, okay, you got to show them the ones that actually like have broader appeal. But the sea urchin ones with the tassels, oh, magical. So thank you all for cheering and supporting. I always say this, we have a wonderful community here. And I hope for new crafters or new to YouTube crafters, I hope that really inspires you to be more comfortable sharing. And don't forget, all you newbies, we have a very special challenge on right now, just for either new crafters or new to YouTube crafters. All right, y'all, I better go because I got a class starting in 13 minutes. I hope whatever you do this evening, it's something that gives you joy. I'm likely going to sleep in tomorrow. It is a craft day, but I am going to get a little extra sleep. But I will see you at some point tomorrow, and I'll be looking forward to it. Until then, have a wonderful evening. I did catch up on a bunch of comments today. I'll catch up on more tomorrow, and I'll be watching your videos tonight after school. All right, y'all. Happy Tuesday night. Happy Tuesday night.